Hello everybody, welcome back to Elden Ring. In this video, I want to talk to you about perfumes. Two in particular, that is the Bloodboil Aromatic and the Uplifting Aromatic. Both are pretty strong in their own ways, and something that I feel like not enough of us are using, including myself. I started testing these out against the Fire Giant with this guy, and the effects were very good. Just to kind of tell you what these guys do then. So the Bloodboil Aromatic gives you plus 30% damage, but as well as that, you are going to take more damage from enemies. I think it's something like 20% physical damage. And the Uplifting Aromatic gives you plus 10% damage, but also a bubble that negates 90% of damage that you'll take for one hit. This is basically a consumable version and reusable version of the Opaline bubble tier, and actually is a very easy replacement because this also gives you a 40-second 10% attack boost that also affects allies. The reason this is strong then is this will also affect your summons. So if you're using the Mimic tier or any summon, so even if you're using Black Knife Tiche, you put this on, Black Knife Tiche is going to do 10% more damage and will take 90% less damage for one hit each time that you use this near it. The cheeky part of this is that if you have these in your belt like this, your Mimic tier can also use these, which means if you just use the Uplifting Aromatic here, you can basically double them over the course of a boss fight because it will use them pretty regularly, which is real nice, and you'll gain basically a flat 10% damage bonus just for having these in your hotbar. Now, if you're the kind of person that is going to do this solo, you may just decide to run the Bloodboil Aromatic and avoid damage, but just kind of like show a bit of a difference in damage here. Let's just have a look at, you know, obviously this first one is going to get the unexpected damage on there, but one hit, 827 damage. One hit, 1183 damage. Real strong. The only downside is that as far as I can tell, you can't farm one of the components for these, which is the Arteria leaf, until you reach the mountaintops of the giants. So maybe it's intended that this is an end game strategy. You can, however, farm them pretty well here. I know that there's a giant that spawns just here that's easy to farm, and I've been told through comments on the channel that you can also farm the ones up here for it as well, pretty effectively. Now for the locations of the recipes for those two perfumes then. The first one we'll just fast travel to. It is in the Perfumers ruins. Once you get here then, obviously I've already dealt with a few enemies just to thin them out a bit. There are a couple of plants around, but they really shouldn't be an issue. But the recipe book you're going to want is going to be right in this chest. Once you pick that up then, we could obviously leave for the second one, which is in the Shaded Castle. You'll want to make your way to the second grace here, Shaded Castle Inner Gate. Okay then, so from this grace, I haven't killed the enemies this time because I completely forgot, and we're going now, so let's do it. Let's make sure we deal with the dog. Excuse me. Oh no, straight over. Thought I was aiming down enough. Move our way around. Ooh, up the ladder. Can skip up the ladder. Once we're up here then, we can head on around the corner. Obviously, I've gone and dealt with the enemies now. We're going to want to head on up this ladder here. And then we can come over to the dead guy on the chair. So this one will be the Bloodboil Aromatic. The previous one will be the Uplifting Aromatic. It's worth noting that the damage increases do not affect magic. It is only your physical damage. So I assume that means on split weapons then you'll probably only get it on the physical damage of the weapon. But I feel like for the big builds, in particular in fact both of them are just like mega useful. Stacking the two together seems really strong. I just feel like it was something that needed to be spoken about. It feels like something that, you know, end game melee builds are going to really appreciate. So I figured I'd show you guys how I feel about it. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you all in the next video.